Yo, what's poppin'? Magic Mike in that mix. You tuned to the Magic Show Deluxe right here on Ckcu 93.1 FM every Monday, 12:30 p.m. Eastern. We're back in the studio. I'm back and forth, out of the studio doing interviews in the studio. Now, we got a local artist here. She's 17 years old. And, House of Pain, it's a festival here in Ottawa, And I've been a part of it for 3 years. Haven't been a part of it for years and years. And I wanted to go, but unfortunately couldn't make it because, Magic Mike is so busy and I'm always out of town. And I managed to see this young lady on a few people's Instagram posts, and she's very talented. She goes by the name of Miss McLeod, straight from Ottawa, Canada. What's going on, Miss McLeod?
Yo, it's popping. Yo, it's popping. How you doing?
I'm doing excellent. How'd you get the name Miss McLeod?
Oh man, it's a wild story, man. I always remember like my mom and my mom and my dad, my grandma, they always call me Little Miss, especially my brother. My brother would be like, oh, don't touch the Little Miss. So eventually it started to evolve into Miss McLeod. And then that just started to become like my artist name and everything.
So you're only 17 years old. You're a singer, rapper, songwriter, musician, and you're actually working on your, you came out with your fourth album back in 2020, right? How you dropping albums and you're so young?
Yo, I'm telling you, it's like my mind there's always like the creative juices flowing in my mind, like if I'm not working on a song, then like I'm working on the promo. If I'm not working on the promo, then I'm working on like getting pictures done and everything. And like most of my songs, they like come from experience, like I make like all of my music. I write all of my songs. I guess one of my first songs that really blew up was Randy's song. And Randy's song was a song that like truly came from the heart. Like, I guess you could say, I had like a little high school crush. And I was like, wow, like, let me write this all out. Let me go and like record the guitar and everything. And like, I remember I showed it to my parents and they're like, wow, like, this is amazing, Like at the time I was recording with like a kind of crappy mic too, right? So it was like to be able to like pull all of that together, like I really just got into the zone and let my creative juices flow, So like, that's kind of like how I come up with like all of my songs and everything too. You really have to feel it in your soul.
So you're part Jamaican, right? Let's talk about your background now. You grew up here in Ottawa. Where are your parents from?
So my mom is Canadian and my dad's Jamaican.
So you listened to a lot of reggae growing up, correct?
Yo, my dad. Oh my gosh, my dad will always like play Bob Marley and everything. Like the One Love song by Bob Marley, like that song. Honestly, it speaks to me because it's true, man. One love, like. There shouldn't be labels on stuff. You shouldn't out here be like randomly hating people, It's like one love. We should all love each other and support each other.
Of course. And on your mother's side, you're saying she's Canadian. What kind of music did you grow up listening? What was she playing in the household?
Yo, I'm telling you, my mom should like play some Belle Biv DeVoe. That's still like on me and everything. Belle Biv DeVoe, Michael Jackson, Prince. I remember when I was younger, they brought me like really young and everything. They brought me and my brother to a Black Eyed Peas concert, and we were like in front row seats, like in the mosh pit, So it's like I always grew up like around music and everything, but like they mostly play like, I guess you could say that old school like pop, hip hop, like a bit of rock, like a bit of like the like the Red Hot Chili Peppers and
like a mix. It's a mix, like a mix of rock, reggae, everything. You grew up, just being inspired by all types of genres of music. Now,
yeah, exactly.
Now, you've been on the stage quite a bit, but let's talk about House of Pain. It happened a few weeks ago. Now, what happened there? What happened? Like something just blew up on social media. On that day. What was so special about that?
I mean, honestly, it was just I was already like really excited to perform there first, because it's like Ottawa doesn't have that much like hip hop recognition, and like I love everything related to hip hop, like I love the dancing. I especially like love the artwork, like the graffiti and everything. Like I think that stuff is so beautiful, and like the music, like I remember my dad, he loved, like he used to DJ and everything, and he just loved like hip hop too, and like hip hop movies. And one of the movies that he showed me was Beat Street, where they had like the hip hop dancing and everything. So when I heard that there was gonna be like that stuff going on at House of Pain, I was so excited. So like when I pulled up, I was like, yo, I'm here to show off and show out, So like I was like, hey, like I may be a singer, I may be a rapper, but I think, you know, I can incorporate some dancing into like my songs too, right?
Of course.
Um,
But
yeah.
actually, it wasn't just House of Pain you performed at. You performed at
Mhm.
the Apollo Theater, you know what I mean,
Yes.
in Harlem, New York, RBC
Mhm.
Blues Fest, you know what I mean, Capitol
Mhm.
Pride Festival,
Mhm.
Centerpoint Theater, Hard Rock Cafe, the list goes on. Like you're only
Yeah.
17 and your credentials are more powerful than a lot of artists I know. You know what I mean? A lot of artists I know perform at the same club or they're performing on Zoom or they're just
Mhm.
making YouTube videos, not really doing nothing, right? I mean,
Yeah.
such an honor, Miss
Mhm.
McLeod. Such an honor to have you on.
Oh no, thank you, thank you. No,
Who's
I'm
your
so
manager? Do you have a manager? Is your parents behind the scenes? Like, what's going on here?
well. I'm honestly, I have such supportive parents. You know, like especially my mom. My mom is like my number one supporter. Like she definitely helps me. You know, like I tell my mom, like yo, like I really want to perform here. You know, but it's like I'm gonna need some of your help, and you know, like my mom is on it. And like most of the stuff, like most of the research and everything, I do myself. Like I find some of these events like on Facebook. You know, I find some of it like most of it is like word of mouth too, like from my friends and everything. But it's like I see videos and I tell myself like, man, like I want to perform there, you know? Like whenever I saw like I was able to perform at the Apollo Theater, I was like, yo, like let me send in my application to perform. And it was just like it was crazy to like hear that they would actually take me on that stage, you know? So it's like I'm always eager to look for like new and different places to perform at cuz I'm just so set on like spreading my brand, you know, and like spreading like my love and like my music to like everyone else.
See, folks, I always get the up and rising artists. You know what I mean? I've interviewed a lot of people throughout my career that have made it in the game, and I can feel it on you. You know what I mean? You got such inspiration and such ambition. That's dope. You know. So we got these two tracks. We got this track called "Last Night" and "Spin It Around." Let's talk about
Mhm.
"Last Night" now. When I were, what inspired you, and what is this song about?
Okay, so long story short, one of my friends reached out to me and they're like, yo, Marlea, like I started getting into beat making. And they're like, I
Word.
want you to like
What? But
sing
what are
on.
you using? What are you using to make beats?
So I used to use GarageBand until
Mm-hmm.
like my projects were just like too big for GarageBand where just like the system will overload.
Oh
So
wow! Why don't you try getting a new computer?
yeah, that's what happened. So I ended up getting a new computer, and then the plugins that I used on my other computer wouldn't work on my new computer. So I decided to get Logic because like
Oh,
Logic is
that
like
Logic
similar
is
to Garage.
GarageBand is Logic, but it's on a different level. You know what I mean? It's more features, same
Mhm.
platform. I remember seeing Logic back in 2000. I was over at Swap Studios, big up the Gogs, Chrome, Earth. They were using Logic 1.0. My God, if you like back then, if you had the right hardware with that
Mhm.
software, it was unreal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nowadays, you use a laptop with it. But yeah, you got Logic and everything changed
Mhm.
up, didn't it?
Yeah. Honestly, and it's helped me. It's helped me so much because it's so user friendly, where it's
Mm,
so easy to like. If I have like something in my head, I could just hook up my piano to like my computer and then
mm-hmm.
just record it from there.
Okay. See how
Mhm.
easy it is right now. Now, can I ask you something? You have a simple
Mhm.
little setup at home, right? Nothing too complicated, eh?
Yeah. Mhm.
So last night, was that recorded at your home? Like, did you mix it down? Did you record at your home, take it somewhere else to mix down, or what? Like, was it all done in
Oh,
your home?
so yeah, so basically my friend sent me the beat that they made. I was like, yo, I'm really like I'm messing with this. It's giving me some old like I was like I could incorporate like some old school like storytelling like lyrics into it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I started listening to it and I was like, you know what? Let me make it like raw, you know? So
Mm-hmm.
I hooked up like my mic and everything. Like I'm recording my music under my bed, you know, like I'm like a little drummer under
Yeah.
um and I could hear myself like in the mic. I was like, okay, you know what? Let me just kind of like start freestyling, then I'll write it down as I go. And if I don't like the lyrics, like I can just like restart. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so I guess you could say like it was a bit of like a freestyle as well as like some of the stuff was planned. And then once I got done like recording it and everything, I was like, yo, I think I'm gonna make like a radio edited version because it's like this song, like I feel something with it, you know, like
Very
I want to.
smart. Very smart. Always make a radio edited version for all your tracks because you just never know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So then I was like, okay, yo, I need to get it like radio ready. So I went and I sent it to like a local recording studio and everything. I sent them the reference and they mixed it down. They did like an amazing job with mixing it and everything. And then I ended up pitching it to Spotify so I can get it onto one of the playlists and take in, like, this was my first time like pitching a song to Spotify. So like I thought like this is not gonna go anywhere, you know, like Spotify's not gonna listen to it, no one's gonna listen to it. And then I remember like the next day I was like, yo, why are there 10 people listening to my song right now? Like I don't have that many Spotify fans. And then I saw the numbers going up and going up and going up, and then I saw that it was on like a Spotify playlist, and I remember I was freaking out, you know, I was like jumping up and down, bouncing from wall to wall. I was telling my mom, I was telling my friends.
Awesome.
I was like, I was going crazy, and like that's whenever I realized I was like, wow, like I could actually do this, you know.
So what about music videos now? Right? Any music videos for this one?
So for last night, yo, honestly, if I could do a music video to all of my songs, I would, but
Do you
I
have
don't
a YouTube channel?
Yes, I do have a YouTube channel.
So you have any music? Do you have any music videos?
Yes, I do. I have lots of music videos on there, and I think one of my best ones was my song called "Should Have Stopped." It was like recorded like all around like Ottawa. Most of it was like downtown Ottawa and everything on like Mackenzie Bridge.
Say again. You cut out. Mackenzie King Bridge.
Yeah, Mackenzie King Bridge, like next to Rideau Center.
Oh, okay. So who shoots your videos?
So majority of the time I shoot my music videos, or like my mom helps me like recording everything.
Oh, word. So she holds the camera, get the footage, and you go back home to your studio. You're not just recording audio, you're actually mixing down your videos. Duh, word. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. Yeah.
So people, take heed in this. Anybody from Ottawa that's tuning in or worldwide, this is how independent artists moves. You know, this young girl's only 17 years old, mad music videos, mad performances already, and she's from the nation's capital here. So in all saying that, we got a next one called Spin It Around. Now, was this in the same process as well? Like, you know, you heard the beat, jumped in your own studio, Ray. Tell us a little bit about this one.
Okay, so this one was like completely different. Normally, like whenever I'm making beats, I have a small idea and then I kind of just throw it away for later, you know? So then I was looking around like through my old beats and everything that I had like on GarageBand. I was like, yo, I'm really liking this hook here. Like I'm liking this melody line. So I was like, I can make something with this, you know? Like I was kind of going for like a pop kind of vibe to it, but like at the same time I wanted rap over it, kind of like ballroom Vogue music. I was really into that at the time. So I was like, okay, you know what, let me go and work up on the beat. And then the beat ended up becoming like crazy and I started loving it. I was like, yo, we can make this song super fun, yo. I was having such a good time like writing the lyrics and everything. And then so then I recorded it. I sent it over to a local recording studio to like mix and master it. And then same process. I went and I uploaded it onto like all of the platforms and everything. And I saw the option to pitch the song to Spotify. So I was like, hey, let me try it again. You know, if it worked for last night, I'm sure that it could work for Spin It Around. And Spin It Around like blew up more than last night. So it was
so you see Spotify is effective. Now I have to ask you one question though, right? You're 17 years old. I love to ask the young generation, okay? Do you feel like radio would help you push your music? Because Spotify is great and all. It will help you push for sure. It will help you push. Now, if you're looking for funds, right, and you know, you SoCan and things of that nature, you know what I mean? Radio analytics get paid for your spins, okay?
Yeah.
Now, you know, do you listen to the radio? That's what I'm asking you. If you're in your whip in your car, you listen to the radio, correct?
Yeah, I especially on the way to school, I always listen to the radio.
Okay.
Like we don't
want to say anybody's name, right? But you listen to the radio. Okay, great. Now, do you feel as an artist, right, that you should get your music on the radio, Spotify, everywhere? Like, do you really care about money, right? Or are you just doing it because you want to get further and the money will come after?
Yeah, it's always the money will come after, you know, like all of my stuff, I love to do it like nonprofit, right? I think it does. Me personally, I would love to have like my music on the radio, not for money wise, but to be able to share my, you know, for promo. Exactly. I'd love to like give people new music that they would enjoy, right? So I would be honored if they like have my music on like radios and everything, right? That way people would like be able to listen to the car. They'd be like, wow, like a new artist.
Check this out, right? 12:30 on a Monday, starting of the week. Okay, everybody's up at 12:30. Morning time, half the city's asleep. Nighttime, people watching YouTube. People ain't interested in the radio late at night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, they are if they got their favorite hosts. You know what I'm saying? It
Mm-hmm.
all depends. You know what I mean? People listen to FM radio nowadays because of the host that's on. It's gonna be live. It's gonna be exciting. Interviews,
Yeah.
DJ mixes. That's what we got over here, right? We'll be back right after this with exclusive interview with Miss McLeod, man. The Magic Show Deluxe every Monday, 12:30 p.m. Eastern, right here in CKCU 93.1 FM. If you want to hear our shows back, go to ckcufm.com. Go to programs, search Mondays, 12:30 p.m. Eastern, The Magic Show Deluxe. Hear our show on demand, and we got a playlist for you. We'll be right back after the break. All right, one. So
Mm-hmm.
it's all about timing, right? So
Yeah, exactly.
you know what I mean? Get your music out there, Miss McLeod. Radio stations, all the DJs, club DJs, as long as they get that radio analytics, get your numbers in. You know what I mean? That's all that matters. YouTube will be like a promo thing. If you reach the 100,000 million views, then you can start to get paid from that. As far as Spotify, that's a good way of promo. I mean, Spotify's on people's TVs nowadays. Hey, I was listening to my own Spotify playlist on my TV not too long ago, right? So it's all there. You know what I mean? It's all there. Now, what's your social media, Miss McLeod, so they can, get a hold of you, they can view what's going on and check out your Spotify playlist because you love Spotify so much.
Yeah. No, Spotify is definitely my go-to. But my social media, for my Instagram, it's Miss_McLeod. And then for my Twitter, it's Miss McLeod_. And then everywhere else, it's Miss McLeod. So MISS_MCLEOD.
Miss McLeod, it's such an honor to talk to you. Now, anything else you want to say? Like, okay, you're going into the music industry right now. Okay, you're 17 years old. We're going to have a lot of young listeners here, right, that are tuned in and OG listeners. What do you want to say to the world right now? You're only 17, right? How much work did you put in? How much work do you have to put in?
I'm telling you, you have to put in a lot of work. Especially if you love what you're doing, that I'm saying, yo, put in the work, put in the work, and it's going to be worth it in the end. One of my biggest goals, and I've been saying this a lot, is to inspire the youth. Like I tell people, I'm like, yo, like I'm 17 and like I've performed at the world famous Apollo. If I can do it, then you can definitely do it. You don't have to be like a big industry person. Your parents don't have to be like the head of Warner Bros. Like you can.
It does help though. It does help.
Yeah, it definitely does help. But if you have the drive for it, if you have the passion for it, the love for it, and everything, then like you could definitely do it. And like especially like if you're in the youth, if you start young, if you have a passion, start young. Don't listen to the haters. I know it sounds corny.
Did you give off your IG and all that?
Yeah.
Give it off again, because I want them to hear your IG again, because I love your IG.
Okay. Thank you. I'm very active on there.
I know.
It's Miss_McLeod. So that's MISS_MCLEOD.
You know what I'm saying? Miss McLeod, it's an honor to have you on, right? Any future, and you know what? I forgot to mention, in 2023, that's next year, right? You got another treat for us. What are you dropping in 2023?
2023, I'm planning on dropping another album.
Another album. What does it consist of? 5 tracks, 10 tracks with skits and intros? What are we doing here? Because nobody does that these days. Everybody drops singles. This is surprising to me, right?
Yeah.
This is surprising.
Honestly, the album right now, like it's almost done, but it's still a work in progress. Like it's talking about like one of the relationships that I had with one of my friends and everything, and just how it's kind of like shifted and how you kind of grow apart with like friendship. So it's like it's still like a work in progress, but it's gonna be finished. I guarantee it's gonna be finished by 2023, and you're gonna love it. Honestly, it's
any features?
One of my best works.
One of your best albums, and also, do you have any features on there? Any major features? Or who's gonna be featured on this? Or you want to keep it a secret?
I'm gonna keep it a secret for now.
All right, you've gone this far. You're performing at the Harlem Apollo nightclub, and things go on. You got to get a major feature here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, what do you think of Ottawa? What do you think of Ottawa right now? The music scene. You know what I mean? Who's some of the artists that are inspiring you coming to Ottawa right now?
I'm gonna be real. I heard about this artist named 2 Time.
Oh
And
yeah,
I
word up. Big ups to Two Time. We got him on the playlist today. It's funny how you said it.
yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. No, I remember I've been seeing his stuff like on social media, and I heard that he got like on like one of the FM radio stations and everything, and it was so sick. Like I don't know. All my friends talk about
We've
him and
been
everything.
we've
Wow,
been
like good
playing.
for him.
We're a good fan. We've been playing Two Time. I broke a couple of his singles up on here, and big ups to all the Ottawa artists doing their thing. One thing I like about their camp over there, Two Times Camp, they're getting their
Mhm.
numbers, they're getting their radio plays, they're getting, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? You could see that. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. You could
Right?
tell that he's like putting in the work and everything too, and like share his music. So it's like good for him, yo. He's one of my
What
inspirations for sure.
for sure. And Rolling Loud, as I was saying at the beginning of the show,
Mhm.
Rolling Loud just happened, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
do you want to go 2023 Rolling Loud? Do you want to perform there? Because
Yes, yes, nah, for sure, yo. Honestly, it's funny that you say that because I'm actually like at Rolling Loud right now.
oh really? Yeah. Say again. What you saying now?
I'm at Rolling Loud right now.
You're
I
at
just
Rolling
saw
Loud right now. You're doing this interview. You're at Rolling Loud. So, girl, you know what I mean. Tell us about Rolling. You were there. Now you change the dynamics of the interview here. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So hold on a minute, man. Who'd you see perform at Rolling Loud? Who? You know what I
Oh
mean?
my gosh, it was crazy. So on Friday I got to see Bia, and then I
Mhm.
saw Central C. That was and like yo, I made sure like I got to the front. And then
Miss
I was
McLeod, I gotta stop you there. This is one of the best interviews I've ever had, and we got 9 minutes. But continue.
okay. So like then I got like front row seats and I saw Central C. So I was like, yo, I'm feeling tired. Let me leave. And I was like, you know what? Like Ray Shrimmer's about to go on. I love Ray Shrimmer, man. They're like my childhood. I always listened to their music. Like before, like I had like all of this stuff. Like I was listening to their songs, right? So they came out and then they came down off the stage and I got to touch like Sway Lee's hand. I was going crazy.
Oh,
I
when
was
was this
going
last
crazy.
night? Was this last night?
This was on Friday night.
Friday night. So you've been there since Friday. Oh my gosh, what's going on tonight over there?
Yo, so tonight, Ski Mask the Slump God's gonna be like performing
Ski
there.
Mask. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What about
Kinda
Pressa?
sick.
Were you there when Pressa performed and YG?
Yeah, I saw Pressa perform.
Yeah. Did you like the YG performance?
Yeah, I don't know.
YG from Toronto, not from LA. YG from Toronto. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bluebird. Yeah, yeah.
I don't think I saw his performance to be honest, yo.
Yeah.
I saw Pressa's performance. I saw Prima's performance too, yo. I got to touch Prima's hand as
Oh
well.
yeah, that looked tight. Those still, he's wearing that nice big old gold chain, shirts off. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the jewelry,
exactly.
you know.
So,
Yo,
no,
you know what I'm saying? You know what's funny? Drake put on an All-Star Canadian on around the Caravana time, right? I was supposed to go to that. I want to hang myself because I didn't get to go. I was supposed to go. I was invited, right? And he paid homage. Drake paid homage to the old school hip hop heads in Canada, right? And they performed and everything. Then when you see Rolling Loud and you see like all these new artists, you know what I mean? New generation artists, Canadian. It's like, wow, we got such a powerful industry here in Canada. Powerful. Don't you see it? You know?
Yeah, exactly. No, especially like all of these artists and everything. I remember whenever I came to my hotel here, I saw someone outside of my hotel. I was like, yo, he looks so familiar. Like I feel like he's like a UK rapper. So when I looked him up, I said, no way this man is staying at my hotel. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, yo.
What a powerful, you know what, Miss McLeod, it's such an honor to have you on. This is one of my best interviews because as we talk, things are coming to light. You know what I mean? We mentioned Rolling Loud. You're at Rolling Loud. You're over there right now. We mentioned this, that. It's like connecting so nice. You know, there's a reason why we couldn't do it yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a reason why we couldn't do it yesterday. Miss McLeod, anything last you want to say? I know one thing you could say. If you didn't come to the Rolling Loud 2022, man, you missed out. Did we miss out?
Yo, you definitely missed out. I'm telling you, it was, oh my gosh, it was crazy. Like, especially like whenever Ray Shrimmer came on and everything, and they came out, they started stage diving and everything. Tory Lanez was stage diving.
Big ups to Tory Lanez. I saw that one, man. I saw that one. You know?
Yeah, it was crazy, yo. You didn't go to
when I say if we didn't go, we feel like fools. When I say I saw that one, I saw it on social media. Okay, you know what, Miss McLeod, you're such an inspiration to me because all I did all summer. I say it show per show. All I did all summer. We're in the fall now, getting into the fall. all I did all summer was lay back, grind hard in the day, and sit on the beach. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Boring.
No, but,
you know what I mean?
no, but that's how it should be. Sometimes you just need to like let go. You know,
but check
like,
this out. Check this out. I should let go for sure. But I had a promo going. This year. I had mad events about to happen. I talked to a couple promoters. Promoters are like, I ain't doing nothing this year, Mike. I go, why not? You're gonna find out. And the vibe to me is not there. I think, the man above or whoever's controlling me just made me say, you know what? Let them grind. Let them sit on the beach. Let them view what everybody's doing. You know what I'm saying? Keep the show going. You know what I mean? We did a show back in May. You know what I mean? We're thinking about doing something in October, but I'm not really in the event thing going out. But I got to tell you, though, right? You're such an inspiration. I definitely got to go back. I got to go to Tito. I got to spice up the things next year, man. Majic Mike's got to get back on the road here for real. But I am on the road. But come on, you got a 17-year-old girl that's just killing it right now. Now,
man, thank you.
Now, what else do you want to say to the world? Your last words to the world. We got 5 minutes now.
Yo, I just want to say, man, it starts with you, yo. It may seem like one person can't make a big change, but like you definitely can make a big change. If you work hard enough, and it doesn't have to be like something humongous, but it's like it's the little things. You give good, and then you'll receive good. Like I always believed in that saying. Like you shouldn't always just wait to be receiving. You shouldn't always just wait for stuff to happen. You gotta start. You either like start now, start tomorrow, but like don't just wait. You have to be eager to help the world, eager to see like a change in everything, and you can definitely make a change if you just put your foot forward.
Of course. Now here's Miss McLeod with Last Night and Spin It Around right here on the Magic Show Deluxe. Thank you so much, Miss McLeod.
Yo, thank you so much. Thank you so much, yo.
One of the best interviews I had. Let's go.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing like that last night. It wasn't nothing like that. It wasn't nothing like that last night. I wasn't lost, I was confused, but still amused by the fact that you haven't got a clue. You're going for the whole crew. Why don't they leave a true review? You was attached to the fact you didn't lie. It's with Alicia, so you went for Keisha, but her died. Caught you naked in a room. He said, boy, what the hell you trying to do with my daughter? Thank the Lord and praise Jesus, you didn't go any further. I remember last time you don't went for someone's mother. Boy, you will do all I'm selling, get your money up. Yeah, not your funny up. It wasn't nothing like that last night. Touching all up on me. Living your shit for the last time. Dumb boy, why you tryna sleep? Sleep on the phone. Sleep at another song. Sleep away the unknown. Ooh, you said I like him, I was just being gentle. You nothing more than a friend messing up my momentum. How you come up to my crib thinking you so special? Chillax, you nothing more than a friend, don't act mental. He said, baby, I know that you can. Can't you see I bought you pearls and silk underwear? I spent all my dollars on honey, so just love me like the night before. It wasn't nothing like that last night. Touching all up on me. Living your shit for the last time. Dumb boy, why you tryna sleep? Sleep on the phone. Sleep at another's chum. Sleep away the unknown. Yeah. Yeah. Why did you just go? Just go away. Go home. Please. It's Miss McLeod. This is the type of beat that make you wanna shake your arm side to side. You just gotta jump up that slide. Stick your booty out and put your hands up high. The girls can do it, you don't gotta be shy. What you gotta hide in the back is stacked. Lil' mama brought the cake, it ain't fake, yeah, it's fact. If you got the cake and I got the dough, then we got a bakery, yeah, let's go. He asked for a sweet thing, I said now. We only serve bread and rolls and dough. If you want the gas, then come work for me. I take good care of my employee. He felt like Charlie in the chocolate factory. Gold ticket, gold jewelry, so do your dancing, strutting, prancing. me, baby, I'm about to bust a move. I'm way too smooth. Watch out, I can steal man in just one swoop. If you know you hot and sexy and cool, then come to the front to show off what you here to do. Don't gotta worry, there's only one rule. No lame moves allowed, try to get my mood. Cute like a kitty cat, yeah. Scratch if the kitty ain't pleased, then don't come back. If you ain't got rats, then the kitty won't attack. Cause a kitty like a mouse, nah, I don't like rats. And I'ma wait for a mate, and then I'll scratch a little pretty kitty waiting for a perfect match. So just dance, take a step forward, then one back and run it back. Shoulder tap, give that boom boom a slap. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, oh. I did it first, so call me soldier. Take you right down to my bakery. We sell all things like buns and cookery. Top it right off with that little snow, tweaking off the powder cocoa. He said he liked them girls choco, but he don't wanna show 'em back on what a blow. Me and my girls bad to the ball. Fly down to London and live like home. I got that fresh punani, and if you want my looks, just ask my mommy. Cause I blend and snap, and that's how you look like a whole snap. Throw your head and dip to the left and give your partner's ass a whack. And then start spinning round and go. Drop it to the ground and bounce up and down and shake it all around and start spinning round and go. Drop it to the ground and bounce up and down and shake it all. Oh, you there? Yeah, I'm talking about you with the curly hair. Oh, why don't you come over here? Oh, baby, oh, you there? Let me drop it on you like a chair. Oh, baby, why don't you come over here? This way. Oh, baby. Start spinning round and go. Drop it to the ground and bounce up and down and shake it all around all around the town, and shake it up and down.
I want to thank Miss McLeod for coming on with that exclusive interview. We got Ricky Bats and Hard Luck.